Hey guys, hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Twitter, and Periscope, and BlacRob on YouTube. Now, let's talk Rob and Blac. But the first thing I want to talk about is how supportive Scott is being to Rob. And what is disheartening to me is the fact that Blac Chyna, in the show opens up with her celebrating one of her online boutique employees' birthday. Now, she said that Rob was not there and she hadn't talked to him for 4 days. And when she was talking to her good Judy Page, she was telling Paige, look, I haven't talked to him in a few days. I just want him to get himself together. Okay. And I'm going to expound on that later on. But right now, let me talk about a few other things before I get Chyna together on some things, because I really need to get her together. Scott admitted that he was addicted to drugs. Because I was like, why is Courtney always mad at him? Like, she's always mad. You know, Courtney is an Aries. Aries always mad at something. But I'm like, why is she just so like irritated by him and just and then why when he goes out, why is she so mad about him going out? You know, especially if that's a lot of his income. So coming to find out, and if you've got any of my people that watch the Kardashians, if you all see the show or have are up to date with the Kardashians, I gave it up. I can't do it no more. And I love me some Kim, but I can't do it no more. Scott take the phone from Kris and say, okay, Kris, this is my life. My life is, okay, I was addicted to drugs. I went to rehab, got out of the rehab, and was still addicted to drugs. Rob met his girlfriend / baby mother and got her pregnant in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, y'all? What in the world was they thinking? See, and I'm going to have a conversation about this. I just said that's why it's always cool to date, man. You got to date these people for 90 days. I know Steve Harvey was like, hold on to your vagina for 90 days because, Steve Harvey feel like the only way that a woman is valuable unless she hold on to her, vagina. But date these people first, male or female, so that you can find out if they crazy, because I don't think, Chyna is ready for, being a supportive baby mother, girlfriend, fiance, wife. I don't think she's built like that for that. But it's like, okay, is Rob a mama's boy? And I kind of see why Rob is the way he is, because you can see how mothering and nurturing he is. I mean, she is towards Rob, but the thing about it is Rob needs that. He truly needs that because he's going through something. It's obvious that he's depressed. I don't know if Blac Chyna thought that she could love away the depression, but Rob is beyond depression. He has depression, anxiety. He's beyond. And Blac Chyna, it seems like you're not built to be able to have that love and care the way that his mama does, to have that patience with Rob. Rob goes to Blac Chyna's house and he apologizes for accusing her of going through her phone and accusing her of being or cheating or having some BS going on because of what happened with him and Rita Ora. Now dig this, I'm sure that Blac Chyna knows that she has her own issues with Tyga. I'm sure she has her own issues with Tyga. So you should be able to recognize the pain that Rob still has in him. Not because he still loves Rita Ora. I don't think he loves her. I just think that his trust has just been broken. And I'm mad at Blac Chyna because she doesn't have patience, but she's pregnant. So them hormones are so out of control right now that she's probably like, I don't have no patience for this. I can't take care of him and me and this baby. And it just seems like Blac Chyna just wants Rob to step up to the plate and be a father. But Blac Chyna, if you would have waited 60 or 90 days, you'd have realized that you can't love away whatever it is that Rob has going on. And that's your bad. To Scott, and Scott to me is so cute. He is so cute. I love thin-framed men, like the Joker, the one that played on Suicide Squad. Oh, I would marry him. I would marry him. Like, For real. That Joker was sexy as hell with that green hair and that white face looking like old menace to society. I thought he was sexy. But Scott came over with the trainer, and, you know, I guess he's trying to encourage Rob to be healthier and more fit, because later on in the show, Rob had some stylists to come over, and he was just so defeated because nothing he was wearing fit. And I've been there, and I definitely have done that. You get discouraged about your body. You know, me, I told y'all I have my most problems with my tops. It's discouraging that everything I wear on the top half of me has to be stretchy because it doesn't fit my body right. And it was like Rob was trying on all these jeans, and he was like, I can't even button them up. And that's the stylist's fault, because why would you bring jeans and give them to him? Why wouldn't you know his size? Like, why would you even do that? Because if you're coming over and he's trying on jeans, like after it was like 3 pair of jeans, he was like, I can't even button them up. He was defeated. So I can't even be mad at him. He's already struggling with depression. He's already having anxiety issues about being in front of the paparazzi and dealing with that. But who knew later on, Blac Chyna admitted that, okay, I'm feeling really funny about my butt. Like, my butt is double its size, and it is, you know, y'all, it definitely is. The next thing she said was that I thought was significant was she was saying that Tyga only helps her pay for the nanny. I'm saying to myself, oh my gosh, that's part of the reason why she didn't say, oh, I'm about to jump on top of Rob. And you know, she did that old gold digger, you know, move. In Tokyo, you taught your daughter well, but the plan was executed precisely, but y'all wasn't ready. The last thing I want to talk about that was important to me was the conversation that Paige had with Chyna. Okay. Now, I said previously that, you know, I don't think that Chyna is built to deal with Rob and whatever issues he have. And Paige basically got her together and was like, okay, you know how you feel when people talk about you and your butt. Imagine how he feels. Like, you have no patience with this guy. This guy is going through it. And it's not fair that you're treating him this way. You need to check yourself. And she was like, can I pay you? Chyna was like to Paige, can I pay you to be my psychiatrist? No, bitch, no. How about you just get yourself together and realize that I know you want Rob to step up. I know you do. But sometimes it's not the man that has the strength initially. Sometimes, a lot of the times, it takes us to get behind them and push them to be a better man. That's all it is. Now, in the public, it looked like, you know, the man is running the household and everything else, and he is, but sometimes it's us that's pushing them up. So a lot of times when these women be out here and they be looking like, oh, she got a good man, he a good man, he a good man. Sometimes it's not always the man. Sometimes it's the woman that's encouraging the man to be a better man. And men are like children. You know, you got to, you know, praise them when they do good, because we damn sure want to let them know when they do wrong. But you got to praise them when they do good, because that encourages them to do better. Chyna don't get that yet. She gonna learn. At any rate, guys, the same people you meet on the way up are the same people you meet on the way down. YouTubers, let's be good to each other. Peace.